अभी यहाँ पे कुर्सी भी है ना इसके लिए, इट इज हॉट। तो मैं 5 मिनट में खत्म करता हूँ। हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। क्या एसी काम नहीं? थोड़ा ठंडाई है, पी के आ जाना। ठंडाई, जूस ब्रेक। एसी ऑन नहीं, क्या बात है? ये भी चालू, ठंडा नहीं हो रहा है? I will cover some live and come.
Tandai break, Tandai break. Let's see. कराएं? सूर्या, सूर्या, ओके करके आओ, करके आओ। हरे कृष्ण। लेट्स सी ठंडाई ब्रेक।
इस टाइम भी शुगर बहुत ही ज़्यादा है। मम्मी नहीं, मैं जा रहा हूँ।
We should cover. So here is a Tandai break. Birthday party. Yes, sir. Kafam. इतना स्पीड, इतना स्पीड। Wife is suggesting not to do so fast, but wife got it and she is taking it ahead. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, don't look anywhere else other than looking at the tap. See, this devotee is keeping glasses just like that. Anything. Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna Nath Prabhu, right? Bro, Srinath Krishna Prabhu. Here is Srinath Krishna Prabhu.
Nobody is allowed to have more than 6 glasses.
More than 6 glasses. Live commentary.
Yeah, okay.
Hold it, hold like this. Live commentary speed. If anybody wants to say something while drinking, they can say something. Hold like this. It should be continuous. Huh?
There are a lot of devotees there for drink break, okay? We should provide the drink prasadam. Hare Krishna. Every devotees are enjoying the drink right now. We will arrange drinks for all. Hare Krishna.
इसमें कितना क्लास था प्रभु जी कुछ आइडिया 100
There is one Prabhu serving for drinks. Okay. Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, how are you feeling?
Um, Feeling blessed to be part of Ramrup Prabhuji group. Very nice to see all this arrangement. Happy to be part of this wonderful occasion. Being under Ramrup Prabhuji, it's actually a lot of learning. I think a lot of self-improvisation being under him. So yes, Krishna mercy is there and I am feeling blessed. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Do you like drink?
Yeah, this is very nice. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं?
Ramru Prabhuji's lecture and this whole program, what more best can be? Hare
Say Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Bol.
आप? हरे कृष्ण. नहीं, बस हरे कृष्ण. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. How you feel this class?
Exciting and what you can say. Class as I expect is as much as more spiritually enlightenment, expecting more enlightenment and more. Ramru Prabhu is always gives new realizations. Actually, we are coming here to hear his realizations, not just katha. His realizations on that katha, they are advancing day and day.
So, you have to feel like Rama Prabhu class.
Yeah, it's always surcharged with spiritual enlightenment. Hare Krishna.
And you Prabhu? Hare Krishna.
It has been always pleasure and privilege to attend his class, and all the classes are always enlightening. And we have been associated. We are fortunate enough to get associated with him for quite long time. Always giving some or the other lessons in every lecture that we can use it in day-to-day life.
Can you say Hare Krishna Mahamantra? Both.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Give this camera to Prabhuji.
Super this acts.
Camera lo వచ్చేస్తుంది.
Prabhu, please move it.
Hare Krishna. Now we will continue the class. Hare Krishna.
Krishnavani garu. Okay, we'll start. Tell them to stop distributing. जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टत्र सदा श्रीमदेसी भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद की नमाचार्य हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री द्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंडादा कुंडगिरी गोवर्धन की वृंदावन धाम की मथुरा धाम की मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगामय की यमुनामय की तुलसी महारानी की श्रील प्रभुपाद ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुद्धिस्ट प्रोग्राम की श्री श्री राधा रास बिहारी ललिता विशाखा की श्री श्री सीताराम सम्मान की श्री श्री गौर निताय की श्रील प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की श्री श्री राधा रास बिहारी ललिता विशाखा की श्री श्री सीताराम सम्मान की श्री श्री गौर निताय की श्रील प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णववृंद की all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga.
We request all the devotees, please, front chairs, empty and please come ahead. Sit ahead.
Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 3, text number 22. नरदेवत्वम् आपन्नः Surakarya Chikirshaya Samudra Nigrahadini Chakre Viryani Atah Param Naradevatvam Apannaha Surakarya Chikirshaya Samudra Nigrahadini Chakre Viryani Atah Param Naradevatvam Apannaha Surakarya Chikirshaya Samudra Nigrahadini Chakre Viryani Atah Param Naradevatvam Apannaha Surakarya Chikirshaya Samudra Nigrahadini Chakre Viryani Atah Param
Naradevatvam apanna Surakarya Chikirshaya Samudra Nigrahadini Chakre Viryani Atah Param
Ladies. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami Srila Prabhupada. In the 18th incarnation, the Lord appeared as King Rama in order to perform some pleasing work for the demigods. He exhibited superhuman powers by controlling the Indian Ocean and then killing the atheist king Ravana, who was on the other side of the sea. Purport: the personality of Godhead Sri Rama assumed the form of human being and appeared on the earth for the purpose of doing some pleasing work for the demigods or the administrative personalities to maintain the order of the universe. Sometimes great demons and atheists like Ravan and Hiranyakashipu and many others become very famous due to advancing material civilization by the help of material science and other activities with the spirit of challenging the established order of the Lord. For example, the attempt to fly to other planets by material means is a challenge to the established order. The conditions of each and every planet are different, and different classes of human beings are accommodated there for particular purposes mentioned in the codes of the Lord. But puffed up by tiny success in material advancement, sometimes the godless materialists challenge the existence of God. Ravana was one of them, and he wanted to deport ordinary men to the planet of Indra by material means without consideration of the necessary qualifications. He wanted a staircase to be built up directly, reaching the heavenly planet, so that people might not be required to undergo the routine of pious work necessary to enter their planet. He also wanted to perform other acts against the established rule of the Lord. He even challenged the authority of Sri Rama, the personality of Godhead, and kidnapped his wife Sita. Of course, Lord Rama came to chastise this atheist, answering the prayer and desire of the demigods. He therefore took up the challenge of Ravana, and the complete activity is the subject matter of Ramayana. Because Lord Ramchandra was the personality of Godhead, he exhibited superhuman activities which no human being, including the materially advanced Ravana, could perform. Lord Ramchandra prepared a royal road on the Indian Ocean with stones that floated on the water. The modern scientists have done research in the area of weightlessness, but it is not possible to bring in weightlessness anywhere and everywhere. But because weightlessness is creation of the Lord, by which he can make the gigantic planets fly and float in the air, he made the stones even within this earth to be weightless, and prepared a stone bridge on the sea without any supporting pillar. That is the display of the power of God. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manovishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Tada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanascha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitanshcha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Lokesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gauragi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishwamanu Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpataruvyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaurabhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So, we have assembled here. Every Sunday we have a lecture at Shankar Hall. Now, because of bigger crowd we are arranging here. So basically we'll have some 30-40 minutes lecture, and then after that we have some games by Radharshi Mataji. Be prepared. So some questions will come on this lecture also. Hear very carefully. Okay? So because 24th, I think we will be celebrating Sri Ramchandra Vijayotsav, and then this is actually Sharadiya Navaratri. It is called Sharadiya. There are two kinds of Navaratris. One is Chaitramaskara Navaratri, and then this Sharadiya Navaratri. During this time they do Ramayana part, right? And then in that ground also, many places they have Ram Leela. You know what is Ram Leela? They have drama. From North India they have parties and they do Ramayana dramas and all they do for 9 days. So that is why I thought today I will discuss some tattva of Sri Ramayana. This is a shloka. Hear carefully. Praptasya brahmano rupam praptascha pratyagatmanaha praptupayam phalam praptehe tadha prapti virodhicha vadanti sakala vedaha itihasa puranakaha. The meaning of this verse is, there is something called Artha Panchakam. Artha Panchakam. Anybody heard this word? Artha Panchakam means, Panchakam means 5. Right? So there are all the Vedic literatures, all the Puranas, then Bhagavad Gita, every scripture. The purpose of reading any scripture, and every scripture teaches these 5 types of knowledge. It is called Artha Panchakam. Right? Then even if it is Bible or Quran, any literature, it has to teach these 5 kinds of jnana. It's called Artha Panchakam. First one is Prapyam. Prapyam means whom to be obtained. Right? Whom to be obtained. Prapyam. Like. So we have to obtain either Krishna or Rama, or Vishnu, Narayana, or a Brahman. Right? That is our goal. Like in Vedic literature, like in our Chaitanya Charitamrita it is said, Sambandha, Abhideya and Prayojana. Right? Like that. This is just the first one is what is to be achieved. Prapyam. Right? Dwarkadish Prabhu? Samajh mein aa raha hai? Krishna or Rama. Right? And Prapta. Prapta. Prapta means who has to obtain. Who has to obtain? Huh? Jiva. All of us. Right? Jiva. Then Prapta Upayam. What is Upayam? What is the method to obtain Krishna? Huh? Bhakti, Jnana, mostly, right? What we call our system of obtaining Krishna is Prapatti. Right? What is prapatti? Prapatti means I have no one else except Krishna. I don't know anybody except Krishna. Or for some devotees, Rama. So that is called prapatti. So Bhagavad Gita, what is taught in Bhagavad Gita? Sharanagati. Right? In Bhagavatam and Mahabharata, what Draupadi has done? Bolo? Sharanagati. Right? In Ramayana, what Vibhishana has done? Sharanagati. Right? So what we practice is, what is Sharanagati? Complete dependence. I don't know anybody except Krishna. That is called prapatti. He is the only protector. I have no other protector in my life. Right? प्रियंका समझ में आ रहे? समझ में आ रहे? And then what is prapti phalam? What is prapti phalam? बोलो सुशील. What is prapti phalam? What phala? What we get? Krishna prem. Right? And then number 5 is prapti virodhi. You know what is prapti virodhi? What are the obstacles for attaining this? What is the obstacle? Maya, this body. Right? This body consisting of 5 senses, 5 indriyas and jnanendriyas, panchendriya, all 10, and then mind. So these are all obstacles. Right? These are the, what you call? Artha Panchakam. Right? We all know all this, but I given some Sanskrit word. Artha Panchakam. What is Artha Panchakam? First one is Prapya. Prapyam. And then Prapta. Praptopayam. Prapti phalam. And then Prapti virodhi. So Ramayana also teaches the same thing. Right? Ramayana also teaches the same thing. So it is said, Manayeva Manushyanam Karanam Bandhamokshaya. So understand this, the cause of bondage is mind, the cause of liberation is the mind. And then there are two thieves. There are two thieves who steal our property. Right? And it makes us greatest sinner in the world. You know who is the greatest sinner in the world? Very good. There are two verses in 7th chapter Bhagavad Gita, right? Bhumina apo analo vayu kammano buddhirevacha अहंकारमिति अन्मे भिन्ना प्रकृति अष्टदा अपरेयम इतस्व अन्यम विद्यमे प्रकृतिं परां जीवभूतं महाबाहो ययेदं धार्यते जगत. Krishna is claiming soul, all the souls belong to me. The entire material world belongs to me. One who has the concept of aham and mama, they are the greatest sinful people, because the soul belongs to Krishna. I belong to Krishna, but I am thinking I am separate from Krishna. I want to enjoy separately from Krishna. So that makes me greatest sinner. And then we are thinking, it is mine, it is mine, it is mine. Aham and mama. Aham mama. It is mine, it is mine, it is mine. But actually it belongs to Krishna. But I am claiming. So, as long as we keep saying aham mama, aham mama, aham mama, we are the greatest sinners. Right? Ramayana, Mahabharata, Srimad Bhagavatam, in all the scriptures, if you read second canto Bhagavatam, 9th chapter, Prabhupada very nicely explained the concept of aham mama. Very nicely explained. You can go and read. We don't have time now. Tasyanubande ashati deva deha gehe mama ham iti udha durvagraham. Right? Purusham vasati ivati dura iti puram. So, demigods are saying in 3rd canto Bhagavatam, 5th chapter, that somebody who is thinking that this material body as real and always trying to enjoy in terms of mama aham iti, durvagraham. It's called durvagraham. So the reason demigods are saying, all of you agree that Krishna is sitting in your heart? Huh? Please raise your hands. Can you see Krishna in your heart? Huh? Purusham vasati ivati duram. Even though Krishna is sitting in our heart, he is far, far away, because I am thinking, aham mama. Mama aham iti. Because we are thinking mama aham iti, even though Krishna is sitting in our heart, he is far, far away. Right? So what is the meaning of Ravanasur? Right? Ravanasur has 10 heads. Mind is our Ravanasur. And then mind has 10 senses. Right? And what Ravanasur has done, he has kidnapped Sita and kept her as a bandi in Sri Lanka. Right? In Sri Lanka. Then who is Sita? Rama's wife. Right? And then Lord Rama is crying for Sita, searching for Sita. Is it not? Then Hanuman enters and he again reunites Sita and Ram. You understand it? This is our story. So even though Sita is Jagannatha, she actually acts like a, according to Ramayana commentators and all, they consider as living entity representing all of us. That is why she is not born, she is found. What does that mean? Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, 20th verse, Na jayate mriyate va kadachin, nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyaha, ajo nityah shashvatoyam purano, nahanyate hanyamane sharire. The soul is never born, never dies. Like that, Sita ji is not born. So, Sita ji represents the soul. 10-headed Ravana, kidnapped Sita and kept her in Lanka. In the same way, 10-headed mind, Ravanasur, kidnaps the soul. And Lanka, our body is compared to Lanka. Right? Our body is compared to Lanka. And then this 10-headed Ravanasur, why Sita had to undergo this trouble? Because Marichi came in the form of a golden deer. Right? What he has done, Sita ji, she was so attracted to Lord Ramchandra. She has so much love for Lord Ramchandra. But she turned away from Lord Ramchandra for few moments and then became attracted to Marichi. Marichi means, mirage. If you go to Rajasthan desert areas, in the desert area, you see sand particles shining as water. From far, it looks like water, but actually there is no water. In the same way, Maya does these three things. You know what? Number one, Maya makes us think. Maya makes us think. Something as something else. Not this. Right? Maya is making us think that I am this body. Maya is making us think to enjoy separately from Krishna. So the number one Maya does is creates illusion and makes us think something for something else. And then number two, he makes us enjoy, independently of Krishna. Number three, Maya takes us away from Krishna. Right? Everybody is understanding? Tattva of Ramayana or Tattva of our life. Okay? So, this, the story is Ramayana. And then, why Rama is crying? Rama is crying for Sita continuously, right? Why is crying? In the same way, Krishna cries for us. So, Rama crying for Sita is not illusion. He is not like ordinary man crying, for ordinary wife. So, actually, if you read Ramayana, Lord Ramchandra, he is embracing the trees, he is embracing the animals. Have you seen Sita? Have you seen Sita? Have you seen Sita? So Parvati Devi, Sati Devi became very bewildered. I said, "Arey, what is this? My husband worships Ramchandra, but this personality is crying like an ordinary man for his wife, like that." So she went and tested him. Then all of you know this story. Then in another Purana, it is mentioned, Lord Ramchandra told Sachi Devi that actually, why I am embracing all these trees and all? Because there are so many sages who have done tapasya, and they were actually standing like trees, desiring to attain mukti. If I just embrace like that all the trees, they will think I am a madman. So, in the excuse of searching for Sita and crying for Sita, I am embracing all these trees and animals to send them back to Godhead. So, they are all attaining liberation. Right? So, that is the secret of Ramchandra crying and embracing all the trees and all that. Like that. So, the Sita as is taken away. What happens? She abused Mahabhagavat devotee Lakshman, who was serving her. Because of that, she was taken away far away from her Lord Ramchandra, and then she was crying. When she realized her mistake, Hanumanji entered. Right? Hanumanji entered and then again reunited. In the same way, in all our lives, Krishna is crying for all of us. In Brihad Bhagavatamrita, it is mentioned by Sanatana Goswami that very interesting pastime. That loving search for the last friend. It is mentioned in Brihad Bhagavatamrita, even though there were innumerable souls in Vaikuntha planets, in Golok Vrindavan, 3/4 of them, but Krishna is always crying 1/4 of living entities who are rotting in this material world. And there is one devotee, Gopakumar, who was chanting Krishna's names, Gopal Mantra. Then he attained perfection after many, many lifetimes trying. He went to all the planets. First he became a king, after that he went to Swargaloka, after that he went to Siddhaloka, after that he went to Brahmaloka. From Brahmaloka he went to, he skipped Brahmajyoti, then he went to Vaikuntha. From Vaikuntha he went to Ayodhya. From Ayodhya he went to Dwarka. Everywhere he went, because he was chanting Gopal Mantra, he was not satisfied. Lord Narayana is telling her, stay back, stay back. No, but I am not liking it. I like that Gopal only. Because he never missed the chanting Gopal Mantra, Shyam Sundar. And then he went to Hanuman was pressing him. Arey, Ramchandra is very nice, very sweet Lord. Please stay back, stay back. But I like, everything is nice. But I miss Gopal. Right? Then again after that he went to Dwarka. Dwarka, Krishna is very opulent and all. Almost same, Krishna and Shyam Sundar Krishna and Dwarkadish almost same. But still Dwarkadish was telling, please stay back. Uddhava was telling, please stay back. Then he said, no, I miss Gopal. I am not able to forget that beautiful form of Shyam Sundar. He had a darshan once in Govardhan. Gopal Mantra. He only gave Gopal Mantra. Then what to do? So from there we cannot go back to Godhead. Again he had to come back, Bhaumarundavan. Then he practiced, completed his perfection of chanting. He perfected his chanting. Then he went to Golok Vrindavan. As soon as he entered Golok Vrindavan, Krishna, that time, Ma Yashoda and all, they were actually Gocharan Leela. Gocharan Leela is doing, so for that, Ma Yashoda decked him up and decorated him very nicely. Then, Krishna is saying, now go back, Ma, go back, Ma. Then Krishna, then somehow or other, at that time, Gopakumar has entered Golok Vrindavan pastime. As soon as Krishna saw a new entrant, his loving search for the last friend, he embraced him very tightly, said, "Oh Mitrama, since how long I have searching for you? Since how long I am trying to bring you back? I missed you so much." Like that he fainted. Then he was crying and Krishna is crying and he fainted. Maya Yashoda and all, they looked, the first impression is, if it is not good, then Maya Yashoda looking angrily with this boy, he said, "Who is this boy?" Because of this boy, Krishna fainted. Then all the Brajvasis, they were looking at strangely, angrily, "Who is this boy because of whom Krishna fell unconscious, rolling on the ground, became all his clothes and all became very, covered with the dust of Braj and all that." Then after some time, Krishna came back to consciousness. Said, "Where were you? Where were you, Gopakumar? All these years I have been searching for you. Since how long? How much I tried to bring you back, and then how much I struggled to bring you back." And then again he fainted. Like that, 3-4 times it happened. Then what to do, kya kare Krishna go. So like that, Krishna took him along with him. Then there is a picnic, every day there is a party. Like once in a year we have a party. So every day there is a party. And then Radharani cooks and all that. So Krishna made him sit next to him. Next to him. Then he was actually, there is prasadam is being served. Prasadam is being served. And then he is taking, food from his plate and giving him on his plate. So much love. And then he actually, then Radharani prepared some special laddu. Right? Special laddu. And then Krishna tasted. Of course, it is like Amrit. Radharani was looking anxiously at Krishna. How is it? How is it? Then Krishna made a face. Bahut kadwa hai. So he gave it to one of his friend. Then he tasted. Then Krishna winked at him. Bahut kadwa hai. Then Krishna gave that same laddu to Gopakumar. Gopakumar was tasting. It was like nectar. Said, "Why?" But Krishna again winked at him. Like that, so that Krishna accepted the soul back. Like that, in Brihad Bhagavatamrita, it is mentioned that Krishna cries for all of us, just like Lord Ramchandra cried for Sita. But this job of reuniting is done by Hanuman. In the same way, for all of us, this job of reuniting Krishna, Radha and Krishna with us is by His divine grace, A.C. Bhaktivinoda Swami, Srila Prabhupada. Ki jai. Right? The main, the function of, Hanuman in Ramayana, he drives away fearfulness. Right? Anybody is fearful here? How many of you are free from fearfulness? Huh? Chalo. Like we say, 4 लोगों के साथ मिलना चाहिए, मिलके रहना चाहिए. What does that mean? Sugriva, he was living on Chitra Rishamukha Parvat, with Nala, Neela and Taru and Sugriva. They stay, 4 of us. In Telugu, anybody Telugu? We keep saying, चार लोगों के साथ रहना. Have you heard in Hindi also there is a saying, चार लोगों के साथ रहना चाहिए. You know what are the four with whom we should live? One is Nitya Anitya Viveka. We should have the knowledge what is Nitya and then what is Anitya. Number two, Bhogalalasa Tyaga. When we understand that what is real and what is unreal, we should know that we should give up this sense enjoyment. And then number three, Samadama Tapas Sampatti. So, this Samadama Tapas Sampatti. And then number four, Titiksha, tolerance. Right? So like that Sugriva was staying with all four of them, they are staying. One day, we are, Prabhupada writes in first canto Bhagavatam, Ahara Nidra, Bhaya Maitunam, Samanya Metad, Pashubir Narana. So out of these four things, Ahara Nidra, Bhaya and Maitunam, this Bhaya causes the most trouble to all of us. We are always fearful, right? So we have two kinds of fears. One is fear of unknown, another is fear of excellence. Fear of excellence means you are very excellent, you are very expert in your field, but you are fearful of losing your expertise. And the number one is, fear of unknown. We don't like that. Once there is one girl who is always facing lot of crisis in her life, so much trouble in her life, always facing obstacles. She became very fearful. Then she went to her father, and then she was crying. Papa, like that. Then Papa, come with me. He took her to the kitchen. He lit 3 gas stoves, and then he put 3 bartan, 3 vessels. Then he put water, and then he started boiling the water. In one pot, one vessel, he put potatoes. In another vessel, he put eggs. In third vessel, he put coffee seeds. For 20 minutes, he boiled. And then what happened? Potato became soft. Egg became hard. And then coffee seeds became something else. Coffee became something else. Like that, this example is given. In Ramayana, there are 3 kinds of people. Potato usually hard, but when it is boiled, it becomes soft. In the same way, there are certain kind of people who are externally very hard. But when the crisis comes, when their fear comes, they become soft like potato and they start crying. Right? There are people who are very soft like egg, but when it is boiled, it becomes hard. So when they face crisis in their life, when there is a fearfulness, they face fearfulness, they become hard like egg. And then there are people, just like coffee seeds, when they enter, when it is boiled, it changes the taste of the whole thing, the flavor of the whole thing. In the same way, in Ramayana, number 1 is Sugriva, potato. Right? How many of you are like Sugriva? When the crisis comes, start crying. पीछे हाथ ऊपर कर. हाथ ऊपर करो. Sugriva, how many Sugrivas? How many Valis? Are? No Vali? Then Hanuman. How many Hanumans? Huh? Change the flavor of the whole thing. Right? So these three people, they have reported that the two gentlemen looking very handsome, carrying Dhanush Ban, they are coming. Right? They are coming. And then immediately, as soon as they informed Sugriva said, I am dead. They said, Wali ne bheja hoga, Wali ne bheja hoga. Right? He is always fearful. But all of you know why Sugriva is staying in Rishamukh Parvat. Anybody knows? Yeah. Huh? बोले वरदान or श्राप? This is called Maya, Maya. श्राप को वरदान बोल रही है. Okay? Vali is so powerful. Vali is so powerful that every day he would fly towards all the four directions and then do Gayatri in all four directions, south, west, north, east. So powerful. He would fly so fast. So every day there is a muhurta. Every day morning when Sugriva would sit on Rishamukh Parvat, Vali cannot come on the Rishamukh Parvat, right? But Vali would fly over Rishamukh Parvat and then he would little bit come down and then जोर से लात मार के चला जाता था सुग्रीव को. जोर से लात मारता था. अरे बाबा मर गया. Then every day he would wait. Every day he would wait. Now it is coming, now it is coming, now it is coming. And then every day Vali would come and kick him and fly out. He just can't do anything. One day Sugriva was waiting. Now it is coming, now it is coming, now it is coming. It never came. What happened? Vali was about to hit Sugriva. Somebody caught off his feet. इतना जोर से पकड़ा, Vali almost lost his life. They chodo. Right? Who was that? Hanuman. Hanuman caught his leg. Because Hanuman recently joined Sugriva. Then, since then, Vali became afraid. Actually, if Hanuman wanted, he could have killed. But he waited. There is a reason like that. Anyway, this is the entry of Hanuman in Ramayana, this verse. Right? Tatastu bhaya santraptam Vali kilbisha sankitam Uvacha Hanuman vakyam Sugrivam vakyako vidaha. Right? Hanuman, how is he described as? He is described as Vakyakovida, very expert in speaking. What is the condition of Sugriva? Tatastu bhaya santruptam. वो भय से विह्वल था. He was shattered by the fear, right? Because of Vali, that Vali is coming. Then immediately Hanuman, reassured that, why are you afraid? First of all, let us go and find out, who are they? Vali may not be sending. So, they may be our friends. Right? But our mind is like that, We imagine so many things in our mind which are not founded on any truth. Is it not? We imagine, we concoct so many thoughts, so many reasons. Like that, our mind is our enemy now. Anyway, I have already narrated this pastime so many times. If you can hear Sundarakand Ramayana, I narrated. So Hanuman disguised himself as sannyasi. Then he spoke so expertly that Lord Ramchandra became very impressed. Right? Became very impressed. Then Ramchandra, he was speaking to Lakshman, said, I think he must be expert in all 4 Vedas, Vyakarana, everything, Shadanga Vedas, everything. But Ramchandra commented that why a sannyasi is wearing a diamond necklace. Right? Why he is wearing diamond necklace? Because when all the demigods are giving benedictions, Lord Brahma gave him a diamond necklace. This will be unseen. Even parents also cannot see that this diamond necklace. But when you meet your eternal master, that master will recognize this diamond necklace. That time you will experience great ecstasy. Then you will recognize your eternal master. Then your life will be perfect in serving him. So Hanumanji was waiting for so many millions of years, thousands of years, for his master to recognize. Then suddenly when Ramchandra recognized, and immediately he became very ecstatic. Then he fell at his lotus feet. Then he assumed his real form. He said, my dear Lord, please accept me as your eternal servant. But Ramchandra did not accept him immediately because he introduced himself as a servant of Sugriva. So later on, then he said, Dasoham Kaushalendrasya. Right? Then Rama, then he brought Rama and Lakshman on his shoulders. And then he arranged a pact, friendship pact with Sugriva. So as soon as Hanuman entered and then he introduced Lord Ramchandra to Sugriva, Sugriva's fear has gone. Right? Sugriva's fear has gone. In the same way, when there is a yajna was performed, yajna was performed, when they were doing, parikrama of yajna vatika, they have, while it is happening, 3 people, their left shoulders have shivered. Bolo, Eji, kis ka hai? हाँ? कौन हाथ ऊपर किया? किस का हाथ? 3 people's left shoulder has shivered. कंपन हुआ था. In according to Shakun Shastra, there are omens. Like that. There are so many. बोलो सुशील. सीता जी. हाँ? Huh? Huh? Bolo? They performed, in order to sign the friendship bond, they performed a yajna. And then they signed a friendship pact that I will help you and then you will help me. You help me to find the Sita, I will help you I will save you from Vali. So when that yajna is being performed, 3 people's left shoulder has shivered. Huh? Eyes, same thing. Eyes or shoulder, whatever. हाँ, हाथ ऊपर करो, उठ खड़े हो जाओ. हाँ, very good. कितने बार मैं बोलता हूँ आप लोग. हाँ, सीता जी, वाली and Ravanasur. सीता जी, for ladies, if left side कंपन हुआ तो auspicious है. For gents, left side कंपन हुआ तो inauspicious है. So it is death for Vali and Ravanasur and auspicious for Sita. Anyway, I have to close actually. One interesting pastime I will narrate, and then I will. Hanuman, anybody who reads Ramayana, they will get this doubt. And then anybody who has seen Ramchandra in that condition, in that condition, they will get a doubt that, how this personality, like a lampat admi, is crying for Sita. So Hanuman got this doubt that just for one lady whom we have never seen, we don't have any connection. So many monkeys are dying, so many monkeys are traveling, so much effort is being made. Is it worth? Right? Is it worth? Then but Hanuman did not express that. But when first time he met Sita, then he saw her character, then he saw her eyes, he saw her glances. Then he understood what kind of personality this Ramchandra is, that how he is able to live without her. Initially he was a Rama Bhakta, then later on he became a Sita Bhakta. Once in Srirangam, Vaikuntha Ekadasi is celebrated very gorgeously. There are Thank you. बैठो, आगे बैठो, पीछे क्यों बैठ रहे हो? आज इसलिए so there are 21 days Adhyayana festival goes on, and then they have 21 different veshas of the Lord. They put, they have Ranganayaka, Lord Ranganath, like that. So on one day before Vaikuntha Ekadasi, right, they have a very beautiful festival of Ranganath being decorated as Mohini avatar. Right? Very beautifully decorated with all the hair, that Triveni, and then that Mallika's flower, that they make, like South Indian ladies they make, and then very nice earrings, and then very nicely decorated the nose ring, and beautiful ornaments, and then golden nupur, very beautifully decorated. And then the entire Srirangam devotees, they just throng to that festival, especially one day before, Vaikuntha Ekadasi. Very thousands and lakhs of people they come. 1,000 years back, this pastime has happened. That there is one great devotee by name Sri Parasar Bhatta. He is a disciple of Sri Ramanuja and a very great scholar. He has partiality towards Ranganayaki. He is very fond of his mother. They consider Ranganath and Ranganayaki as mother, father and mother. So he would only go every day to Ranganayaki's Garbhagudi and spend lot of time. And sometimes he will not even go to Ranganath Garbhagudi. Right? So Ranganath became very upset. Then he sent a message with his pujaris. Right? That why he is not coming to take my darshan? Always he is very partial to Ranganayaki, his mother. He is not coming to take my darshan. So Parasar Bhatta said, it is mera marji hai, mera life, mera. So I like my mother. I don't hate my father, but I have a relation with him as my mother's husband. So go and tell him, I can't do anything. So Ranganath ji thought, I think he must be must be attracted to my beauty of my wife, Ranganayaki. Her nice decoration and nice sari and nice beautiful features and all. Like that, okay, that is if that is the secret, I will do one thing. On one day before Vaikuntha Ekadasi, then he ordered, this year, please dress me up, decorate me gorgeously. Right? Gorgeously. Then they decorated Ranganathji as Mohini Avatar, gorgeously with all these three, very nice beautiful hair, very nice, crown, very beautiful ornaments, natni, then beautiful earrings, and then nupur, and very nice beautiful sari, everything so nicely decked up. Everybody became enchanted, seeing the Mohini Murti Avatar. Then he called that pujari, Ranganath called that pujari, said, go and call Parasar Bhatta. I am calling. Like that. So, Parasar Bhatta came. And he saw beautifully decorated Mohini Avatar of Ranganath. Then he saw and then he said, ha! Then he laughed. He laughed. Ranganathji was surprised. Said, why are you laughing? Hey, Parasar, why are you laughing? I know your trick. You are very nicely, beautifully decorated, you are looking very beautiful, but I could immediately recognize you are not my mother, you are Ranganath. Ranganath said, how you know? Your eyes. My mother's eyes, they are very, very karunamaya. They are not only beautiful, but they are very, very merciful. But your eyes, always commanding. Always looking faults in your devotees. Ye paap kiya, wo paap kiya. Did you follow my order? Did you follow this injunction? This, that you can, anybody, you cannot अपना चेहरे छुपा नहीं सकता है, आप आँखों में दिखाई पड़ देता है. So that, अरे बाबा, like that, so Hanumanji became very attracted. So the whole, the point is Ramayana taking shelter of Sita. Like that, for us, taking shelter of Srimati Radharani, because Krishna is always very strict, Sarva Dharman Parityaja. Mahamekam Sharanam Vraja. But Radharani, no rules and regulations. If you simply say Ra, she will finish Dha and then take you back to Godhead. So that is why we take shelter of Srimad Radharani. Right? Like that. So All these, very wonderful pastimes are there. In Prabhupada described this pastime in Chaitanya Charitamrita. There is one Brahmana who will not drink water unless he takes darshan of Ramchandra. So every day he would go to the palace and take darshan of Ramchandra, and then he would come back and drink water and take. One day Lord Ramchandra went off for some yatra. For 1 week he was not there in Ayodhya. Then he did not eat anything, he did not drink any water, he just fasted. Then after 1 week when Ramchandra came back, he took darshan. Then Ramchandra came to know that this man is, Brahmana is, fasting. Then he told Lakshmana that, bring Sitaram deities. And then please give them to this Brahmana. Then he told this Brahmana, they are non-different from us. You take darshan of these deities and eat, because every time I cannot be in Ayodhya, unless you will die, So that Brahmana, he worshipped Sitaram deities for a long, long time. Right? When he was dying, he gave those deities to Hanumanji. Right? And then Hanuman worshipped for a long, long time. When he met Bhimsen, he gave those deities to Bhimsen. And then Kshamakanta, the last ruler of, then these deities worshipped in Pandava clan for up to the Pandavas' last king. And then somehow they came to the hands of Gajapati king of Orissa, the same deities. When Narahari Tirtha, he gave the deities, he took the deities from Gajapati Maharaj, and then he gave the same deities of Sitaram to Madhvacharya. And then till now, the same deities are there in Udupi Mandir. Sitaram. Like that. So this pastime, of Ramayana and these deities are eternal. And then Rasamaya, we should read this Ramayana, very heart-rendering. I will tell you, if you go to Tirupati next time, don't miss, there are very beautiful deities of Sita, Ram, Lakshman, Hanuman, Sugriva and Angada. Have anybody taken darshan? Tirupati? Very beautiful deities. I will tell you the background story of those deities. Sita and Ram and Lakshman, they are not having crowns. They are having this mudi, hair, tied. But Sita ji is wearing crown. But Hanuman, he is keeping his hands like this on the mouth. But the beautiful feature of Ramchandra, he is smiling as Narma Garbha, means naughtily. He is smiling naughtily, Ramchandra. So there is a story behind this. There is one devotee by name Vishwambar in Madurai, around 1000 years back. He was reading Ramayana. The favorite chapter of Ramayana for him is Vibhishan Saranagati. And then he took, then he was crying. Then, my dear Lord, I want to have darshan of that Vibhishan Saranagati. Even now, any pastime of Krishna you want to see, it is available. Prabhupada writes that if you constantly think about Krishna, then you should make your heart as a place of pastimes of Krishna. Prabhupada writes in Bhagavatam. How? By constantly thinking about his leelas. And then those leelas will appear in your heart one day. You can see them. Right? Anybody has any desire? Which pastime you want to see? Krishna speaking, very good. Viresh? Anybody? Ladies? Huh? Damodar Lila. Anybody? Of course, um, I have a very strong desire to see Krishna and Arjuna, Parthsarthi pastime. I always so much meditate on this pastime. Bhishma Deva's prayers, every day I chant. Very anyway. So like that. Anyway, so one day Krishna may fulfill that desire. So one day he was crying and crying. So one day Lord Ramchandra appeared to him. He said, Vishwambar, kya chahiye? Why are you crying? He said, my dear Lord, I want to see that Vibhishan Sharanagati pastime. Then Lord Ramchandra exhibited that pastime. All of you went, no, Ahobila. Actually, this Ahobila, this Nashinga appearance did not happen in that Ahobilam. Garuda wanted to have darshan of this pastime. Then the whole pastime is manifested. Ugrasambham and all, the whole thing was enacted again. Otherwise, this pastime happened in Indra Sabha. Right? So because Hiranyakashipu occupied Indra's asana and then like that. So why Ramchandra is smiling? Narmagarbha? Because Vibhishan came. So Vibhishan also came with 3 mantris. They also came with 4 people. They also 4 people. Right? So that is a past like that. So Vibhishan was standing there and then Angada was looking at him. What to do? And then Sugriva, he asked Ramchandra that apna bhai ko dhokha deke kaisa aaya hai wo? How he cheated his brother and came to take your shelter. Ramchandra smiled hearing that. Look who is speaking. Look who is speaking. वो खुद अपना भाई को धोखा देके मेरे पास आया. Anyway, Hanuman. Why Hanuman? Because Ramchandra asked Hanuman, hey, Hanuman, what is your opinion? मैं क्या आपका दास हूँ, मेरा क्या ओपिनियन है, इसलिए मुंह बंद किया है. बड़े लोगों के सामने बात नहीं करना चाहिए, राइट? मुंह बंद करने का, मुंह बंद करके रखना सीखने का. Right? Later on, when there is a fire, then later on, anyway, I'll tell you. So there was a fire in the village one day, and then the deities are to be burnt, and then Ramchandra appeared. Then he said, my dear Vishwambar, now your life is coming to end. Please give these deities to Ramanuja, who is living in Tirupati. That Nambi, he was teaching Ramayana. Ramanuja came to Tirupati four times, and then once he stayed there for 1 year. He learned Ramayana, 18 types of interpretations he gave, the Tirumal Nambi. Very nice, beautiful, very difficult to. So, when they were hearing Vibhishan Sharanagati pastime, this Brahmana came and gave those deities to Sri Ramanuja. Then Sri Ramanuja established these deities because Sitaji was not there. Later on she was introduced. That's why she is having crown like that. So now these Sitaram Lakshman deities are in the Garbhagudi of Balaji. But Sugriva, Hanuman and then Angada deities are where you take Tirtha after taking darshan. There little bit in that you can have darshan. There Garuda is there, Vishwaksena is there, Ananta is there. These 6 deities are there. You can take darshan. But the smiling Lord Ramchandra, when there is some Sitaram Kalyan happens, they come out. You can see this beautiful form of Sita, Lord Ramchandra in Tirupati. Like that, these 9 days we can remember Ramayana. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Anybody has any questions? They are in the Garbhagudi of Balaji, Tirumala.
some questions. Very happy to see all the chairs are filled. We have next program ahead waiting. We'll take some.
चलो राधाचरण माता जी किधर है? उसको कुर्सी अरेंज करो. और एक माइक है? हाँ?
Should we start again? Should we continue or should we start again?
Here you start. हाँ.
You mentioned you stay with four kinds of people.
हाँ.
Nitya, Jnana, and Bhoga, Lalsa, Pyara. So how do you correlate with our present circumstances?
We should have these four associates with us. We should have Nitya Viveka. We should always know what is real and what is unreal. Based on this knowledge, we should give up sense gratification, desire for Bhogalalasa. For that, we should have Sampatti of Samadama. Samadama means controlling the mind and the body. For all these things, we need tolerance.
These are the qualities we need to learn.
We should live with these four people. Any other? She wants table. So don't be in a hurry. This is a huge feast. Enough. So let lunch become digested so that you will feel hungry. Huh?